Hi guys, and welcome again. Video number 7. I'm keeping to the drumbeat of one video per workday, so I'm quite impressed by that with myself. Two things I want to briefly share with you, and today I really want to keep this video to 3.5 minutes or so. I spoke to you the last time about the 80-20 principle and how to sift through all your activities to get to the 20% of stuff that if you do those, it'll have 80% impact. It's the famous Pareto principle. And it really does work like that. We've got a whole list of 10 things. 2 of those things will move the dial if you want. 8 of them will kind of tread water and probably waste a little bit more time and give less effective impact. So I'm trying to figure that out. What I'm doing is, and what I'm using is a simple tool called an activity log. And it might sound impressive, but guys, it's really just an Excel spreadsheet. And on the left-hand side, you list the time slots in the day. And I sometimes do work at night. So mine is essentially a whole 24-hour range. So I just mark the hours and then I break it up into half an hour slots. Of course, if you're busy with the task for an hour, then that's fine. You just write it in there. But what you do is you describe the activity, you indicate the start time and the end time, and obviously then the duration. And then there's a more important question that you need to answer, and that is, did you plan to actually do that activity at this time? And that allows me to also then think through all sorts of interruptions and things that take my focus away from what I promised myself I would be doing. So that's my activity log. If you do it for a week, it gives you some indication. I'm going to do it for at least 2 weeks so that I can at least go through like 2 weekend cycles and 2 full week cycles. In South Africa this week, we've got a public holiday as well, and that messes things up a little bit. So I'm going to do it for 2 weeks and then assess the whole activity log and see what that tells me after the 2 weeks, and that will help clarify the 80-20. So that's another tool you can consider, something very simple that you can make for yourself. A realization that I came to, that's the second thing I wanted to just share with you today, and that is that the business I want to start, we said we're driving towards a future that is more secure, right? And I've decided that I want to create a business, specifically internet-based business. A realization that I've now clarified over the last couple of days is that business has got to be some form of a purpose-linked or a purpose-driven business for me. My purpose, if I have to explain it in general terms, the way I understand it right now, is to apply my talents, those things that I was born with, that I'm good at, plus my experience, my knowledge, my background, my competencies, the whole package in service of others to make this a better place. It's that simple. Will this be any different because I spent a little bit of time here? That's kind of the question. Making a difference for other people. My focus firstly there is on my family, then the broader community if you want, and that we can define at some point in time. And then of course I will personally also benefit from it. So that's my purpose. The business has to address that. I think in essence I already do that in my day job. I'm a consultant. I help business do business better. In essence, that's what we do, really. You can talk about all sorts of funky consulting terms, but that's what we do. We help business do business better because we have a third party insight or view into the business. So those are the 2 things I wanted to share. The activity log and the fact that I came to that realization. Maybe there's something like that happens for you as well. Just 1 or 2 other notes that I also wanted to make before the end of this video. I'm going to be doing a little bit more scripting of my videos. As I've said, these first couple of videos have been essentially completely unscripted. I just jotted down a couple of notes in order to share with you a bunch of the themes that I'm going through. So I'm going to script things more. I'm also going to develop a broader plan for the journey into the future. And then interesting thing that I started doing is I started reviewing all my assessments that I've done prior in my life. That I'm going to use also to help me create an understanding of the toolbox I've got and how I can apply that and how I can possibly package that into something that the market will be interested in buying from me at a fee. So that's really what it's all about. So I'm reviewing my assessments, and then I'm hard at the build of a website and a YouTube channel and doing all the mechanical things that need to be done to get a website up and running and to get a YouTube channel up and running. It's a couple of simple steps. They look simple. For me, many of these things are new skills for me, and I believe it will be for many of you as well. But I'm going through the steps and I'm learning as I'm going along. And in that process, I'm building both the website and the YouTube channel. Just a quick comment, a quote that I saw: "You are allowed to be a masterpiece and a work in progress at the same time as a human being." That was quite significant for me. I hope that means something for you and that there was some value in what I shared with you today. We'll chat again tomorrow.